Hello, today we're going to proceed with Barron's Essential Words for IELTS, Unit 6, Text 1. On the left-hand side, we have a text which calls Hiking the Inca Trail. On the right-hand side, we have questions related to this text. Let's read the task. Answer the questions about hiking the Inca Trail. Questions 1 to 9. Complete the summary below. Choose no more than one word from the text for each answer. So we have to highlight here no more than one word. So be careful with that, because when we write an apple with an article, this is not one word, it's two words, because article is considered as a word. So we have to be very careful with that. Let's read the first sentence and let's highlight keywords. Machu Picchu is an ancient something city in the Andes Mountains of Peru. So they were saying about Machu Picchu, and it is city, and which kind of city is it is? It's an ancient city, and we have to find some information about it. So we know here they were saying about Machu Picchu here, that's highlighted, and our second keyword is city. Let's try to find any information about city further, and here we have a word city. Let's read this sentence. The Incas built a ceremonial city on the site that included palaces, temples, storage rooms, baths, and houses, all constructed from heavy blocks of granite fitted precisely together. So this here we have information that is a ceremonial city. So it's ancient ceremonial city. The answer to our first question is going to be ceremonial. So let's go further. It was rediscovered by someone in 1911. Here keyword is 1911. So we have to find that date here, and here we have this year 1911. But that was discovered by this guy. His name is Hiram, surname is Binam. And but you know that we can use two words. We are allowed to use only one word, so we have to be very careful with that. We can't use his name and the surname. And but well, we know who is that guy. He's an archaeologist, so we can just put this word here, because this archaeologist rediscovered this city in 1911. So the answer to the second question is going to be archaeologist. Let's go further. It is not precisely clear how the ancient Inca used the site, but experts believe that at least some of it pertain to astronomy. Here our keyword is astronomy. I'm trying very hard not to highlight more words, not to get confused, but sometimes it's required. But right now I'm just highlighting the exact keyword which we can find in the text. But we have to be very careful with that, because it can provide some other information, and we have clearly read the text where we find these key words. So we're saying about astronomy. So let's scan further, and let's try to find any information about astronomy. So on the first paragraph we don't have any information about that. No, we have something here. Let's see this astronomical observatory. Okay, let's read this text. Although little is known about the activities that took place in the ancient city, it appears that one of its functions was an astronomical observatory. Was astronomical observatory, and it was its function. So basically some of its function was as astronomical observatory. So answer to the third question is going to be functions of it. So they've done like different functions. One of it was being an astronomical observatory in that town, that city. Let's go further. So the wonders of Machu Picchu, visitors from all around the world. So they've done something. These wonders of Machu Picchu did something to visitors around the world. I'm not highlighting visitors from around the world. Let's try to find some text where they started to mention about wonders. So we have an answer to our question here. We scan further because everything on the first paragraph we already scanned. There is no make sense to go back and scan it one more time because we're just losing our time. We don't have that much time during IELTS exam. So let's go further and let's try to find any information about wonders. So in the first sentence of the second paragraph we have some information about wonders, and let's read this text. The spectacle, natural settings, the wonders of architectural and engineering skills embodied in the well-preserved buildings and the mysteries of the ancient culture draw thousands of tourists from around the world every year. Here they have also information about tourists around the world. Let's highlight these words here. And what exactly they've done? They've just draw this visitors, these wonders. They were just drawing them. So answer to our fourth question is going to be draw. Let's go further. Many visitors like to reach the site by hiking the Inca Trail, part of trail originally made by ancient Inca. So they were using trails, they were using hiking, and this something was done by ancient Inca. These trails were done by them. So we just try to find some information about trails and about the hiking. So here they were saying about hiking and then to trail, and on this following paragraph we have some information about trails. It's exactly as here, but here they were just using a comma for two parts of it. Here they were just using a dot, and they just completed one sentence saying about hiking, and then the following sentence they were saying about trails. So let's read the second sentence. The ancient Inca created a network of trails through the mountains, some of which are still in existence. So here they just created a network of trails. So our answer is going to be network. Here we already have an article A, and be careful, do not put a network because we have here an article A, and another thing is we can't use no more than one word. So answer is network. Let's go further. This is a trip for people. Okay, which kind of people? They were just still saying about trails and which kind of people we're using that. So, and to be very, very specific, let's read the following sentence. Along the way, hikers can enjoy many such as spectacular views and interesting flowers and birds. So they still are saying about hikers. And we know that they were saying there is an information about hikers from our first sentence. Let's read it. A popular route for the more adventurous is to hike along the Inca Trail. So for more adventurous people. So basically our answer to this sixth question is going to be the trip for adventurous people, because they were saying about hiking. Let's read the following sentence. Along the way, hikers can enjoy many such as spectacular view and the interesting flowers and the birds. They are saying about hikers, which we already highlighted, and they were just enjoying all of these spectacular views, all of this flora and the fauna, and let's try to find something related to this, because I guess they were describing how they've enjoyed all of this trip, and we suppose to, I guess, highlight these interesting flowers and birds, because this is gonna be also our keyword. So So they were saying about here, they were saying about tropical valleys, mountains, peaks, all of these birds, so this paragraph, basically whole paragraph, contains information about their journey along this mountain. And so they were just offering marvels, and they were just saying which kind of, like, different kind of birds, all of these peaks, species, and there was how passes through this high mountain. So basically our answer to this seventh question is gonna be marvel. And let's go further. Because such large numbers of people use the Inca trail, the Peruvian government has had to take steps to the ruins and the environment. So they were saying about government and the ruins and the environment. So we know this is not about that. And we go further, and we try to find any information about ruins and the environment. And let's go further, and let's try to find any information about environment. So here we have a word natural environment and the ruins. Let's read this sentence. To protect the natural environment and to preserve the ruins, no more than 500 people a day are allowed to enter the trail. So they were just trying to preserve, to protect. But here we're supposed to use the word preserve, because it's here, preserve the ruins. So yeah, we have to be very careful with that, and to use not to use here the word protect, and instead of it to use preserve as it's shown in the text. So answer to 8th question is going to be preserve. Let's go further. It has instituted a number of restrictions as well as fees. Because of this, hiking the trail has become an expensive that many people cannot afford it. So they were saying that it became they were saying about fees of it, and that it became expensive. And so we go further, and we will, so there is no information about the fees, and then we go further, and as they were saying about must be paid, something about money, and about fees on the following sentence. And here they were saying about expensive trip. So they were just also saying about a few people, many people cannot afford it, fewer people, it's actually synonyms. All this, let's read this sentence. All these regulations and the fees combine for a more expensive trip, and this has made it a luxury accessible to fewer people. So it became an expensive luxury. It became an expensive luxury. So our answer to the last question, 9th question, is going to be luxury. So many people cannot afford it, and here they were saying fewer people, so not that much many people could afford, like fewer people. This is basically synonyms. So this is we've done with unit 6 text 1. So have a good day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm so happy to film you, and I'm so happy that you give some comments, and I'm trying to respond to your comments as soon as possible. So good luck with your IELTS exam. Bye.